Officials with Frontline homelessness agencies are raising concerns about a good neighbor clause, which will be considered at City Hall next week. With more on the issues, here's Daryl Newcombe.
A proposed good neighbor clause that City Hall might add to future contracts with homelessness agencies is raising questions and concern at London Cares.
There are so many things that we already do to be good neighbors, but this just takes it to that next level that creates a lot of harm, creates a lot of blame towards the social services agencies.
In December, Council directed staff to prepare a good neighbor clause for their consideration. The draft version would require agencies to keep the site and site perimeter clean and safe, hold quarterly community liaison committee meetings, develop a complaints process, have a site-specific security plan, and create a good neighbor plan with timelines and standards. But the staff report also includes this warning about good neighbor clauses. Quote, they become contractual obligations subject to remedies for breach, such as termination or non-renewal.
30,000 interactions per month here at 602 Queens. Thousands of interactions every single day in our outreach department. 40 people living in House of Hope. If London Cares didn't exist because it lost its contracts, I believe we would be in a humanitarian crisis.
At Arcade Street Mission, Sarah Campbell says they already work with neighbors and comply with city bylaws.
How far is the scope of this and what makes a good neighbor? I think the implication truly, though, is how much will it cost to do the work and how does that take away from the services that we are asked to provide in our community.
Councillor Susan Stevenson, who proposed drafting the Good Neighbor Clause, says terminating the contracts isn't the intent.
No, not at all. I mean, I don't see that we would ever terminate a contract over a Good Neighbor agreement.
She points to some other Frontline agencies that she believes are already good neighbors.
With the youth YOU shelter downtown, we don't have congregation issues. We don't have complaints about garbage and open drug use right outside. So it's figuring out what are they doing that can be embraced by some of the other shelters.
People want to punish social services locally for what is actually a provincial-wide systemic crisis. When we see homelessness numbers increasing, it's not the time to add more layers of bureaucracy when we're just trying to keep ourselves afloat.
The Community and Protective Services Committee will consider a Good Neighbor Clause on January 26th. Daryl Newcombe, CTV News.